And welcome all you Kaizer Chiefs fans. It's Talking Kaizer Chiefs, and it's Peter du Toit and Tsepo Masilela, Kaizer Chiefs left back and legend. And I'm sure you're all very happy today. 3-0 victory into the next round of the Nedbank Cup. Now, two things, guys. First of all, stay till the end to hear if you're one of the winners of the Kappa 5,000 Rand hamper of goods. It's all the Kaizer Chiefs kit. Tsepo's seen it. It's top-class stuff. You'll love it. Stay till the end. We'll announce the winners. Tsepo, before we start, I want to say two things over and above the Kappa winners. Number one, I love Vilakazi. I watch football because I see people like Vilakazi. The guy entertains the crowd. When he comes on, he does the business, makes goals, gets the team playing, and he gets the crowd on their feet. I don't care what people say. They don't like to see tricks or it belongs in a circus. It's our football. It makes our fans happy. It makes me happy. I love Vilakazi, and I want Nabi to find a place for him in that team. But I'm not going to force you right now. We're going to come back to it. The second thing I want to talk about is the positives about this game, and we can get into some of the negatives. But first of all, job done. Job done. They're in the next round against a team that I wouldn't go and watch if they were playing 100 meters from them. They play anti-football. And I don't care if they say they don't have the budget. That's anti-football. And it's very hard to beat a team that plays anti-football. But, Tsepo, what impressed you most about this Kaizer Chiefs team?
No, Peter, first of all, well done to Nabi and his team, for going through. Primary job is to get through to the next round, and that's what they did. And I'm happy, man. They kept a clean sheet again today, second clean sheet in a row. And it shows that they've done work with their defense, and it's improving. And it's nice to see, stability. Bvuma, is there. We know now that he's the first choice goalkeeper, holding that jersey, and Miguel and Dorothy in front of him, So they slowly building that solid block in the defense. And again, Menkele sitting in front of them, keeping it simple, Peter. I like that boy. I like how he plays. He makes football look simple.
Correct. And it is a simple game. So let's look at what Nabi... So Nabi says this is the process. And if we're talking about the process, definitely a process is made up of little blocks till you get to the very end. So Nabi has to understand that we must analyze the process in segments. Right now, though, we're definitely seeing that this process is taking shape. Number one, you point out that he's seen his starting 11. The bulk, he's got about 7-8 players that are definitely starting 11. Secondly, they're not just playing off the front foot, they're playing a lot smarter right now. Thirdly, his new signings have made a big difference. And fourthly, he's got Sirino back playing well. And I thought, Tsepo, the first 25 minutes, I don't know what you think, but I thought the first 25 minutes, despite the referee probably giving an incorrect booking to Zwane, and I felt for him because it took away from his game. But in that first 20-25 minutes, I thought the team was superb. I thought they attacked exceptionally well. They created goal-scoring opportunities besides the goal they scored. Ilepo, great ball into the middle there, a ball into Frosler, who brought a great cross in for the first goal. But I think first 25 minutes, top class.
Definitely top class. They were cruising nicely, and well taken goal by Sirino again. It's not a easy finish. It looks easy, but well taken goal, top corner, and nice assist cut back from Frosler. 20 minutes they were cruising nicely. They had space, they had control. They created chances, they had box entries, they had everything in the first 20 minutes. It's just a shame that they couldn't kill off the game, within that 20 minutes, because I felt like if they went to the change room after time, 2-0 up, it gives them a bit of a breather. But yeah, I was really impressed with the first 20 minutes.
So I think, Tsepo, let's go to Chiefs fans out there and to Nabi when he's talking the process. So without a doubt, knows he's starting 11. Secondly, team starts very well, and they're not all gung-ho. They got more shape. But once they score that goal, like teams that are still learning the game or learning their team pattern, so to speak, and not fully exactly where they want to be, and you'll understand this from your teams when you played for Chiefs, is that they almost get lost a little bit off that and lose their shape as the other team starts getting back into the game, and they have a difficulty going back to the starting position. And that I feel, now there's an interesting point here, I feel at that moment, and this is what I'm a little concerned about a player like Sirino, I think at that moment, your senior central players in particular, they've got to get on the ball and keep the ball. And a player like Sirino, when he plays at 10, he bombs forward. Everything he looks forward. And I just think that all one of your midfielders who supposedly are playing a little deeper, like the two that you had today, I didn't see them getting on the ball then and just saying, listen, let's take the sting out of Chippa. Let's just keep it and then start again, because you've got to get a feel of the ball to start attacking. So I think that's a part of the game that's still missing from Kaizer Chiefs, that just a bit of maturity. Maybe the coach needs to tell them, listen, guys, keep it for a while. Let's frustrate them, and then we can go forward again. I don't know. You played in teams where the guys like Shabba and Yeye, they knew they could keep it for a while. Plus, you had somebody who could break up play and hurt people, like Katsanda. This Kaizer Chiefs team doesn't have that either, though. That's an area I think there's improvement. Your points, your thoughts?
Definitely, once they start losing position cheaply, that's when they lose control of the game. And as you pointed, we saw some sloppiness from not only Sirino, but most of the guys, they started getting sloppy after that 20 minutes. And that's where you need leaders to take charge. Like, come on, boys, the game is not over yet. Don't get too cocky or complacent, So once you start losing position cheaply, that's when you give the opponent hope and believe that, no, come on, boys, we can get a goal back, we can get back at them, So they need to control the game for longer spells, to control and dominate for longer spells.
And Tsepo, I think the man who can bring that to the team is Tele, because he's got the experience, he's got the football know-how, and the way I watch him play, I think as he plays more and more games, he'll start sort of putting his personality into the team and start saying, give it, play it, take it, hold it here, get it back, knock it back to the left back, get it back from the left back, knock it to the right back, get it back from the right back, and just keep possession for a while, that the game opens up a little bit, and then go back into gear. Somebody sort of like a PlayStation saying, take it easy, okay, now go. That, I think, is a part of the game that's missing at Chiefs. And I think that's what Nabi, he says he's cooking something, or Bobby said he's cooking something. I think Nabi said it as well. I think that's the next thing they're going to be looking at is, okay, now when things are not going well, let's take control. Talking about cooking the game, your old teammate, Tumlin Kune, Kaizer Chiefs legend and a man who obviously knows the game inside out and played in teams that won everything as a teammate of yours. He went, I think, at the Nedbank Cup launch. He contradicted Bobby, and he said no, he doesn't. He disagrees with Bobby, and therefore disagrees with Nabi, that the team is not cooking. They're too inconsistent. I mean, he pointed out in 17 games, won 7, drawn 4, lost 6. He says that's not cooking. Your thoughts on? And he doesn't mean that in a disrespectful way. He's saying. And I think it's a good point. He's a winner, like yourself, and he's saying, don't call it cooking. Cooking's still coming. What are your thoughts? Do you agree with him?
Peter, when Nabi and them, in my opinion, cooking is, trying to improve the team from last season in terms of the position where they finished, and in terms of the style of play and how they should impose themselves. So maybe Kune is saying it in a point of, listen, they're not top 3, they don't even top 3 in the log. They don't have a trophy yet this season. But again, we have to give the coach time, and with his first season, him and his technical team, and with the new additions of players, the new signings, you can see slightly different Kaizer Chiefs, from the one that started the season. So the coach maybe is saying, guys, give me time, let me get my players that I want. It's not easy to get your players. You can identify 8 players, but you still have to release and negotiate, make deals happen. I think, Peter, let's revisit this whole cooking issue end of the season. Let's see where they finish.
Listen, I didn't bring it up. Bobby brought it up, and then Kune said, it's not cooking. This is Nabi and Bobby who saying about the cooking. Me, I can't cook. I can only eat. And when I watch them, I'm in the middle there. It's clear that Nabi's building something, and it's nowhere near what it's going to be. And we mustn't get over carried away with it. But something's happening. But I'm going to come back to you after this short break. I'm going to come back to you on a couple of things. Number one, I want to talk to you about Vilakazi, because he's my man. Secondly, I want to talk about the kind of business that Chiefs are doing. Is it good business or not? And I want to talk to you about the goalkeeper position as well. And I think that's very important. I want to hear your views on two goalkeepers in particular, not one at Chiefs and one not at Chiefs. And guys, we'll see you straight after the break. Don't forget to stay till the end when we announce the Kappa winners.
What makes a city? Is it the roads? Is it the rivers or canals?
Nah. It's the people, mate. You lot, the passionate ones.
The ones who stand in the rain, and the sky blues under the blue skies.
You're part of this great city, wherever you may be.
Welcome back, everybody. Peter du Toit talking Kaizer Chiefs, brought to you by SoccerBeat, and it's my man Tsepo Masilela flying down the left wing, pinging in crosses and Kaizer scores. Right. Don't forget, guys, stay to the end when we announce the Kappa winners. I want to talk to you about, first of all, my favorite player, Vilakazi. I love first of all, the tricks he was doing at the end. Do you condone it? Or are you happy with it? I'm putting you on the spot here.
I'm happy looking at the timing and the result, because obviously game is almost over and they're leading 3-0. So why not let the youngster enjoy, let the youngster, make the fans happy. The fans are always behind him, and he always brings energy to the team, coming from the bench. And I'm happy, but timing also, it fits the timing. You look at the results and the clock and what is he doing, So you just have to do it right time.
Right. Well, I watch football. I watch a lot of football, but when I see players do that, it makes me happy. And I think South African football needs more of our players doing the kind of things that we enjoy and almost take re-ownership of our game. But that's another story. Second thing I wanted to discuss with you is the transfer of the left back. I never pronounced the name correctly.
The clockwork.
The Clockware. Forgive me them. 15 million rand transfer, they say, to Al Ittihad, a big, massive club in Libya. Two schools of thought here. Was it the right thing to do or the wrong thing to do, in your opinion? And why?
If the player wanted the move, and the money was good for the team, it's the right thing. You don't want to keep an unhappy player in your team. Listen, if the player comes knocking at your door and the team looks at the numbers, they're happy with the numbers, the player wants to go, the coach is okay with the move happening. So, I think it's the right thing, and I think it's the right thing. And they got money and they can reinvest the money elsewhere to strengthen the team come end of the season or come beginning of next season.
If they invested, but I agree. If you look about it, they've got obviously Cross, they've got Happy who can play there, and Dove is coming back from fitness who can play there as well. So they're pretty well covered there, and they're covered right across the defence. So I think good business by Kaizer Chiefs. Next question. Chippa goalkeeper, Noah Bali. They wanted big money for him at the start of the season. Chiefs were looking at him, and with other clubs, overseas clubs as well. We obviously understand the sad loss of his parents, but he didn't have the best of games. Do you think Chiefs, Vuma's had a couple of clean sheets? He, by the way, looked a little suspect at times as well. If crossed at the far post in the second half, I thought that he should have done a lot better with. If they had, if that was against Sundowns, it was a goal. In fact, a goal came from Sundowns, I think, in the exact same position in when they played Sundowns with Peterson, I think, in goals, or Macquarie, I can't remember. But is Bvuma the guy for next season, or should they looking like somebody like this, the Chippa keeper?
I would stick with Bruce, Bruce Bvuma. I would definitely stick with him. And it's always tricky with goalkeepers, Peter. If he doesn't come cheap and he takes the foreign spot, so you have to be careful in doing business in that position unless you're really desperate, unless it's the missing piece of the puzzle. But for now, in my opinion, I think Chiefs need to really break the bank for a striker, a proven goal scorer, in my opinion.
I'd agree with that. With a goalkeeper, my question would always be, how many points will he save you in a season? And if you look at the mistakes the goalkeeper's made, a top keeper Chiefs would, despite their still cooking or learning in period, would have been actually in the top 3. So a good goalkeeper is important as well. We're going to take a short break, then come back with the winners, and we'll chat about Chiefs versus SuperSport. See you in a moment.
The Carling Black Label Cup is here to put the power back in your hands. Fagugesi at the Carling Cup on 21 December at Orlando Stadium. Buy a Carling Black Label and vote for your Carling All-Stars. T's and C's apply. South Africa, be sharp. Not for persons under the age of 18.
Welcome back. Peter du Toit, Tsepo Masilela, talking Kaizer Chiefs, brought to you by SoccerBeat. Tsepo, we'll be back on Tuesday. Kaizer Chiefs playing SuperSport. They lost away from home, even though it was far from SuperSport's home. And Morris scored the goal. Now he's at Kaizer Chiefs. This, on paper, Chiefs should win easily. SuperSport are going through a bad spell, but I really think that this is a game, and we're previewing this game right now. This is a pivotal game for this season because they're a smart side. Sundowns took them apart, but Chiefs are going to. This is a tough team to play against, and I think it's going to be a great. This is a game that Chiefs can find out what they're made of because they're playing against a coach who used to coach them, knows the players, knows South African football inside out, and is desperate to get 3 points. Desperate to get 3 points. I mean, they're just above the relegation zone. This is a game that could trip Chiefs up. The old Chiefs, the Chiefs at the start of the season, I would have said they definitely will drop points. 3 points, yeah? Or what do you think?
3 points. 3 points, Peter, definitely. We're closing nicely. I think it's going to be a 2-0 win for Kaizer Chiefs, even though we all know Coach Gavin's side, they always bring the fight, and you can't really write them off. But I think Chiefs will be okay. They should win 2-0 in that game. And yeah, man, we're looking for that consistency, get 3-4 wins in a row. And we want, we're all waiting for that from Kaizer Chiefs to see how far are they cooking, or how far are they with their cooking. So this is going to be a real test.
So let's see if they'll eat Gavin Anthony's SuperSport team on Tuesday. Gavin was at the game, so I'm sure he's made his notes. I think his daughter was there as well as also coach. So I'm sure she made her notes as well. It's going to be a tough game. I'm not sure if it's going to be as easy as you say, but it's a game that will define Chiefs' season going forward, I think. And I tend to agree with you. I think they will definitely get 3 points, but it's not going to be easy. I'll probably have Gavin on the phone to me saying, how dare you say the Chiefs are going to beat. But, right. Thanks, Tsepo. And we'll talk again on Tuesday. Love you guys. Listen, here's the announcement of the winners of the Kaizer Chiefs Kappa Hampers. See you guys.
Cheers.
Congratulations to our latest winners of our Kappa competition, where you stand a chance to win one of 4 Kappa hampers filled with Kaizer Chiefs original merchandise worth a whopping 5,000 rands. Congratulations. Please look out on socials for more details about this and many other competitions. Standard T's and C's apply. SoccerBeat,